It's interesting that you bring this up because this is something that I'm also constantly thinking about, and it's mostly about granting myself permission as a black woman to exist and inherently just be. In your video, something that I heard that also relates to myself is that because of how I look, it grants me access to certain spaces. However, once I'm in those spaces and begin to communicate or have an opinion that's different, adjacent, or even similar to someone else's or counters someone else's, yes, it definitely rocks the table. And something that I have challenged myself to do and become is not dismiss my agency or what it is that I have to share verbally or visually because of the state of the minds of the people around me. Something that I am practicing is understanding that I am unique, those people around me are unique, and this is me practicing radical difference. And it allows me to have some type of like freedom or liberating experience because even though it's a consistent practice and like mental mind game, because I'm aiming to like give myself permission and move through space with confident conviction of self, I feel more free to inherently be. I feel like to ask the question, when will black women fill in the blank? It is almost like waiting for someone else to like grant yourself permission. And I feel like I have come to terms with risking my likability factor as a black woman, whether I'm about black people, white people, Asian people, international people. It doesn't matter who I'm around. I've just decided that my agency can be equally audacious in its existence because everyone around me through the experience throughout the years that I've noticed, they're having the audacity to be themselves and reflect themselves outwardly. And for those that are not, I've decided to not make that problem and simply just live in my truth, which I feel like grants me permission to be a black woman that just does what she wants to fucking do. Also, as a black woman in academic spaces, this definitely allows me to like maneuver how I want to. It's a little bit isolating at times because I feel like I'm also under a lot of scrutiny, especially scrutiny to just kind of like coexist despite there being like tension or critical dissonance. But I thrive in spaces where there's a little bit of tension because it allows me to learn and expand my mind palette.